give me your thoughts. Again, there's a lot there with Darvish where I say mercurial, but his ceiling is incredibly high. And Dan, when you're going on a run with 220-something strikeouts and like 18 walks, like it's absurd what he can do at his best.
Brian, he has totally turned that narrative around. You know, Theo Epstein over the years, John Lester was a great free agent signing. But the knock on Theo for a while was, you know, he turned some things around, but if you look at his track record signing big ticket free agent players, it's let's say it's down the road. It's middle of the road. And this looked like a really bad contract 2 years ago. And there were a lot of people a couple of years ago in Chicago that thought they were stuck with a guy that they were not going to be able, one, to get any productivity out, and two, they were stuck eating that contract. He and Lucas Giolito are the most two improved pitchers over baseball the last 2 seasons. I mean, to see where you hit it, you nailed it. Yu Darvish at the end of 2019 showed us signs that, hey, wait a minute, maybe he's starting to turn it around, and by far he was their best pitcher. Right now, he's one of the top 20 starting pitchers in baseball. That's saying something from where he was a year ago.
See, it makes a difference when you have the run prevention. And also, like, the only guy I can think of that had this type of run was Corey Kluber. Remember, you go on a stretch and you always like playing with it, going, hey, if you go back 10 games, 12 games, 13 games. Yeah. But Darvish had one of those 118 strikeouts, 7 walks. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I wonder now, he's 34, right? We're going to be 34 going into this season. But he still looks like an ace at his very best.
Yeah, at his best, you can focus on this. 2018 had an elbow injury. Okay, that's a wash. The second half of 2019 and this year, he was excellent. He has as many pitches as I have fingers and thumbs. He was 16th in fastball percentile, so he still has velocity. And the big thing I think for him is this. He turned it around. He's a smart pitcher. He's strong out there. Here are my concerns, though, Brian. Yes, he's 34 years of age. If you look at expected ERA this season, it was 3.01. That's still pretty good, but it's not 2.01, to your point about the sample size. And if I'm the Cubs, I would always rather trade a guy a year too early than a year too late. 3 years, everyone keeps saying $59 million. It's actually $62 million. There's a $1 million escalator each of the next 3 years because he finished second in the Cy Young. So 3 years, $62 million for the Cubs. I can use that money to hopefully re-sign Wilson Contreras, hopefully re-sign Javier Baez. Davies is a good pitcher. If I look at the Cubs' top 3 right now, and I say Hendricks is marvelous, I've got Mills and Davies, that's a decent 3. Is it enough to win the World Series? Of course not. But I'm dealing Darvish for assets, which will help me now and in the future.